Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It is Sunday, so Sunday and just about every other day anymore means it's time for some speed duel. Now, to start this week off, I was given another viewer submission deck, and this one's actually just kind of really cool and radical. And unlike last time, I'm actually going to read every card so that I don't mess up like I really did with Dark Scorpions both times. Um, I didn't realize, yeah, I don't know. I didn't catch the negative interactions between the skill and my extra deck cards slash the trap monsters in the second build. But again, those are just free slots for you guys to do whatever you want with. A smart duelist would get that and just kind of use the free spots. But yeah, I mean, mistakes happen. It is what it is. Moving on. Today's deck is kind of like a turboed Dark Magician for Speed Duel. This can be played in both competitive and casual, and I don't see any reason to actually change this one because it's just fun, but I am going to give a bunch of suggestions as to how to do it. But I want to present this deck as it was shown to me. So, first thing we need the Shizu skill. Flip this over when you activate it. It is the Millennium Necklace skill. And this one's not bad. At the start of the opponent's turn before they draw, you may look at the top three, and then rearrange them in any order. It can be used once per duel. And doing this could be just enough mischief to make it so where the opponent really just can't come back from it. Outside of that, really, any skill card kind of works for this deck. But the Millennium Necklace, kind of fun. So, real quick, let me get these back in alphabetical order over here. One of the first things we're going to do is we are going to be running 3 copies of the Apprentice Magician. Now, Apprentice Magician, if summoned, target a card that's face up on the field, place a spell counter on it, one that you could place a spell counter on, then place a spell counter on it. If this is destroyed by battle, then you can special summon a level 2 or lower spellcaster from the deck in face down defense. So again, he does give us some walling effects and 2 cards that he's going to allow us to play into. Number 1, the Magician of Faith. We're going to run 2. Magician of Faith, when flipped, targets 1 spell card in the graveyard and adds that back to your hand. Or the Old Vindictive Magician, which is going to take on the activation of a Man-Eater Bug. So when this one flips, target 1 monster the opponent controls and just pop it. So again, this is part of the aggressiveness of the deck. And then another thing that the Apprentice Magician really does for us is our normal one-trick pony, Breaker the Magical Warrior, suddenly has the ability to regain his maximum 1 counter, which means the back row hate is actually very real with this. Plus, he's going to be, for the most part, our lead striker. So we have our technical bit. Again, it does a bit of deck thinning. I do want to say this was like a 22-card build, which is also really cool, but it also means we can take some stuff out to solidify the build for later. And then running out the rest of the monsters is 3 Dark Magicians. And again, we want to maximize this because we do want to play this, and we want this to be like the main focus point. So there's that. Let's back up a little bit just so that there's a little more room on the table for the remainder of the deck. And it's all spells. There's 9 of them. We're going to be playing play sets of everything here. First up is going to be the Dark Magic Curtain, and this is really going to be how we're going to play it. So, pay half life, special summon 1 Dark Magician from the deck. You cannot summon monsters other than that the turn you activate this, but you may set. So again, this leads into our Magician's Brigade. Now, right off the rip, I would immediately take 1 and 1 of these out to drop this down to a 20-card deck. So 2 Dark Magician and 2 Curtains. Because again, the Curtain just says play it from the deck. It doesn't say from anywhere else. So play it from the deck. Not hand, not graveyard. No need to maximize this. In fact, the less Dark Magician you see, the better it is for your Curtains. Next up, and I love this, 3 copies of Hammershot. Hammershot is getting better and better as more people are realizing you can just start your turn by playing this, and then the biggest monster on the field should be your opponent's. What's even crazier is it's not on the limits list yet. And it probably won't get there. Maybe it'll be part of the 2 of list here soon. I'm not sure. It really does depend on how much competitive play this is going to see. But I've always thought that this card was really fair. And I love that more and more people are playing it right now. And I'm going to start working it into my builds as well. And then just to go full ham on this, our Duelist included 3 copies of Night Beam. Because even though Breaker can handle the back row on his own, Breaker shouldn't have to do all the heavy lifting on his own. Plus, maintaining his spell counter for as long as possible maintains his power. And anything that Night Beam targets cannot be played against. And if you're going up against somebody like me who loves their Waking the Dragons, sure, okay, I'm going to get all cocky because you popped it. I'm going to resolve my Waking the Dragon, and you're going to look at me and you're going to go, ah, nice Blue Eyes Ultimate. Too bad he's the biggest card in the game. Hammer Shot. And, like, that's fun. That's a fun exchange for the player. So just real quick, if you guys want to take a picture of the deck as it was submitted, no side deck, no extra deck, but you guys know I'm going to give it my own little twist here in a moment. So I will consider that you guys have probably done what I've asked now, and we'll start messing with this. So, like I said, first and foremost, probably going to take out a Magic Curtain and 1 Dark Magician and mess up everything on the table in the process, I guess. And that's my immediate, like, this is now a 20 card deck. Okay, I'm seeing that Apprentice, I'm seeing the Breaker, I'm seeing that everybody but the Mage of Faith is dark. So what I might do is I might side deck 1 Night Beam. Okay. And then just real quick, side deck 1 Mage of Faith. And what I could do immediately, because again, you didn't have any of the limited to 2 cards. We can go ahead and add 2 copies of Allure. At which point the extra Dark Magician that may have ended up in the hand is no longer a threat to just stoning our hand. It also helps us get into the Dark Magic Curtain just a pinch faster with a 2-1 split to the Mage of Faith. And honestly, we could probably do away with one of the Apprentice Magicians. So depending on your flavor, how you choose to play this, obviously we cannot incorporate any more of the 3 times cards, but we could absolutely do a one of. Maybe we'll take one of the Apprentice Magicians out for a copy of Zoma. And again, we could keep the Millennium Necklace. I love messing with the opponent that way. And this is just some quick mods that will help you out in the short term. And then you guys know that when it comes to sideboard, I love Waking the Dragon. I love Mind Crush. And if I can find a Lost Wind on the table here in relative amount of time, we could run 2 each or some variant of that for the side deck. And again, I probably wouldn't make like a separate build to turbo the Dark Magician as far as like what would you do for like the casual format of Speed Duel where you do not have to follow the restrictions list. But this was very solid to begin with. I think just a handful of mods makes it flow just a pinch better. And again, just sets you up to win more. So take that as like just like a little aside of advice. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Either way, it's okay. I'm just here to give out guidelines. I want to thank you for sharing your deck with us. And I hope that you guys all enjoyed this today. I do have a spotlight. I know I haven't had one in like a week or two. I do have a spotlight coming up in about an hour or so. So look out for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Normal things. Most important thing, I want you guys to enjoy your day. Go out and do something for yourselves. And maybe start enjoying the weather. I mean, it's finally starting to become summer where I'm at. And like very enjoyable, warm evenings. I might go out and do like a little baby bonfire tonight. So I'm going to try to enjoy that. And I hope to see you guys next time. Later.